Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative. Lately, I have been fixing up my granddaughter's dolls. Their hair was atrocious, and so I've kind of tamed their hair a little bit, did a little bit of sewing, I've made a little bit of jewelry for them. Today, we are actually going to make an adjustable bracelet. It's much like the adjustable waterproof bracelets I make for myself and other people. And you can make yourself one using these same techniques that I'm getting ready to show you. Of course, you'll have to make it a little bit bigger though. So my sister's birthday's coming up, and I made her this necklace and earring set. I actually have a video on how I did that over on my other channel, Tappingflamingo. I'll leave a link to that down in the description box below. But I want to send this to her, but I also want to send her some other stuff for her dolls. And she's got some American Girl dolls. She has Nanea and Leah. Is it Lee or Leah? And Joss, and then Summer. That's what we're going to work on today. And I thought it'd be fun just to have little bracelets for her dolls. That way she won't forget their names. So I got the letters out for her, and I'm using wax cording. I got about 7 inches for the main part. And then I'm using black for the adjustable knot. There's about 3 inches there. And I also need some type of a light source, and I'll explain about that in just a little bit. The first thing I'm going to do is tie an overhand knot at one end of this, like that. So I'm editing this video, and I noticed there's a portion that didn't tape. I'm not really for sure what happened, but in that portion, I mentioned that I had tied a knot on one end. Then I strung the beads. This is the part that's missing. Put the beads on there, S-U-M-M-E-R, and then I went ahead and tied a knot at the other end, and then I burned the ends. But that part's missing. Sorry. Let's continue on. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ends and put them together just to try to find the middle, and then I'm going to scooch the beads down to center them. And I will tie a knot on either side of the name Summer. So I have the 2 knots on either side, and this basically helps the beads from staying in one spot, that they're not sliding all over the place. The next thing I'm going to do is take that lighter, and I'm going to burn both of these ends just so we don't have any raveling. Like that. And I just use one of these type lighters. You can use whatever light source you want. The next thing I did was I took the 3-inch cording and I tied a series of square knots, about 3 of them. So now I'm just going to trim those a little bit so they're not so long. And then I'm going to get my lighter back out and burn those. And there we go. It's all done. Now I don't have a Summer doll, but I do have an 18-inch doll, and I'll put this bracelet on here so you can see what it looks like. And there it is. Perfect. Let me know what you think of these little bracelets. Honestly, I really like them because I tend to forget their names sometimes. And if I forget their name, I can just look at their wrist and be reminded. I also make little charms to put on my Blythe dolls that have their names on them. Because I've got so many of those, I do tend to forget their names. Do you ever forget the names of your dolls? Thanks for joining me, and I hope you all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative, signing out for now. Bye-bye.